The Substance, directed by Coralie Fargeat. I know I'm saying that wrong. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong on my French viewers. Who also directed a 2017 film called Revenge. Stars Mother Demi Moore right here, and Margaret Qualley. Oh, and Dennis Quaid, aka Hallie and Annie's daddy. I need to do The Parent Trap one of these days. I just reminded me because that movie is a okay. We're just gonna break you guys the apart because we're too immature to solve our own problems. Okay, let me stop because I'm already getting pissed off. So The Substance is about old, withering, decrepit ass Demi Moore, who plays a lady named Elizabeth Sparkle. And Elizabeth Sparkle is basically like a fake ass Suzanne Summers. I'm really confused because I feel like this movie is low-key like an 80s movie, but like it's modern because they use iPhones and shit. Elizabeth Sparkle, she has the worst day ever on her birthday. She just turned 50. So again, that means that she's like slowly withering. She needs her hip replaced. She's gonna start wearing orthopedic shoes tomorrow. And she overhears Hallie and she overhears Hallie and Annie's daddy, who I guess unfortunately didn't make that much money when he was selling wine. So now he's this very flamboyant, somewhat gay, I'm pretty sure he's gay, man who always wears these crazy ass suits. She had to really use the bathroom. So she went in and then he come in behind her. He's on the phone just like, well, you tell her that she's done. She's f***ing old. We need her gone. We need a new young bitch tomorrow. Just being super misogynistic about women's age. Like, you know, he don't look aged to his damn self. She overhears that. Again, this is her birthday. But that's not the worst part. She leaves out to go back home and she sees that her billboard, they're like taking it off because they're trying to get somebody else. And she gets distracted when she sees this. She gets T-boned by a car. Like that was a bad accident. If you see this in theaters, the sound design and everything makes it look even worse. So she gets discharged from the hospital. Again, this is her birthday. And one of the nurses there is like fingering her back. And he's like, oh, you'd be a lovely candidate. Right before this, some dude that knew her back in high school was all like, oh my God, Elizabeth, you're still the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. She takes his number, even though it's like dirty. That was some poop water. It had to be some poop water. She discovers The Substance because the dude that was working on her in the hospital has slipped this USB into her coat, her yellow coat. She only has one coat in this movie. She's very rich. She has a very nice apartment. One coat, one egg yellow coat. And surprisingly, I mean, she makes it work, but it's like, girl, you only got one coat. What are they paying you? You could get different color coats, neutrals, maybe a fun pattern. That one yellow coat. I'm sorry, y'all. That coat really started to piss me off after a while. She looks at the stuff for The Substance and she decides, you know, I'm old as the fuck, even though I'm Demi Moore, and I want to keep my job. So she goes and does The Substance. First of all, the customer service at The Substance is a mess. What do you want? No, you are one. That's literally it. But she goes and decides to like get the stuff to do The Substance. First of all, if I gotta crawl under anything to get to it, I don't need it that much. I just don't. She goes to the hidden location. She had to crawl to get under the gate. She just shoves it in her arm. Okay, here we go. Demi Moore basically gives birth to Margaret Qualley out of her back. She just... And, you know, she's nice at first. You know, she's like, okay, I came from you, so I'll be, you know, considerate, but then I'm gonna go fucking take your job. So she does that. Sue goes and takes Demi Moore's job. And here goes Dennis Quaid again, who also is named Harvey. I think that was intentional. Oh my God, what a beautiful young girl. Oh, you are just perfect. So now she got the job. For some reason though, they okay with her saying that she needs every other week off. You obviously cannot use this drug if you are like a regular broke person. If you work in retail, you can't use The Substance. Can you imagine going to your boss and being like, yeah, I need every other week off? Bruh, that boss would be like, Cog, you can be replaced. Oh, I guess I can't do The Substance then. 1 week on is Sue, the younger girl, and then 1 week off and goes back to Elizabeth. Elizabeth is not having fun when she comes back to herself because Sue greedy ass keep taking like bodily fluid from her and in the same spot. If you don't like needles or scabs or like pus filled scabs, don't watch this movie. And every time she takes more and more from Elizabeth just starts looking really messed up, like Gollum, like just up. And so she tries to kill Sue, but then Sue kills her. I don't believe that little skinny girl managed to ninja kick Elizabeth all the way across the room. She used up everything and she starts falling apart right before a big televised event. Like, it's nasty. She like loses her teeth. She's like pulling out the tooth. Stop pulling out your damn teeth. Her fingernail comes off. Her ear falls off. Just go. So she decides to be greedy again and try to use the substance on her, but it backfires. She turns into a gigantic tumor. She looks like the damn Elephant Man. Like, just teeth everywhere. There's teeth like over here. Demi Moore's head is like in the back. Like, she looks like one of those things at the end of that Tool video, Lateralis, when both of them little things was fused together and it was like, But she still curls that one little wisp of hair that she got left. And she still puts her earrings on. And she hobbles to the New Year's Eve thing. No. Before that, she literally just cut out a piece of a magazine that Elizabeth was in and just super glued it onto her lump. And she goes to that thing and she struts her stuff. I was like, you go, girl. It only took you losing an ear, losing your fingernail, losing 3 teeth for you to finally realize maybe you should accept yourself for who the fuck you are. So she gets to the thing and then she just is like, no joke. She literally shits a tea out of her face. She gives birth to a face splat on the stage. She basically like blows up and everybody in the audience is all like, oh, you freak, oh, freak. She like falls apart a little bit more and then she gets outside and Demi Moore's head, that was in her back, somehow breaks away from the rest of the mass and lands right back on the Hollywood star that she had. Looks up into the beautiful sky with the palm trees swaying, and I guess that's it. She's in peace. Her head is there. There's no more body. So she did, and she died, I guess, happy. I don't know. But yeah, that's the substance. It's a mess.